I had been sober for about 100 days, and I hadn't drank. And that's sometimes recommended in the beginning. For me, listen, this is Alcoholics Anonymous has a 5% success rate. These programs like Alavita have an 80% success rate. And what does that mean? What that means is that somebody may abstain completely from alcohol. And they might do it for 2 years and then fall off the wagon for 5 years. For them, it's I'm an alcoholic and then I must stop fully. That's like saying I eat bad. I have heart disease. I have high blood pressure, and there's no blood pressure medication existing, because there's no medication that exists for someone who drinks to stop that urge. Because if there was, then I would be okay. I could go out consistently with my friends, have 2 or 3 drinks and stop, but I can't do that. So I have high blood pressure. I have heart disease. And there's no medication, so I must never eat something bad ever again. Ever. Now, some people can go 30 years without eating bad food. But what happens to most of us is that we'll go like 2-3 weeks of not eating bad food, and then we get a craving. And then we splurge, and then we start eating again. We know that it's bad, we know that we have, but it is incredibly hard. And this is what doesn't work with Alcoholics Anonymous. These are why these programs have a 5% success rate versus programs like this say, hey, listen, you've got high, and I'm referring to alcohol here. You have high blood pressure. You've got heart disease. You're going to die from this if you don't stop. But instead of never eating, we've got this down. We don't have a medication to help you. But we've learned that if you cheat 3 times a week, once a week, 1 full day, or 4 meals a week, you're going to be able to maintain a healthy heart rate, a healthy heart. The cholesterol is going to go down, but you don't have to completely deprive yourself. So out of the blue one day you just get a binge because out of stress or whatever, those natural, you're not depriving yourself something that your body's been used to for 20, 30 years or 40 years. That's why this works. So they will say, hey, see, he can't control it. No, I never said I could control it. I said, I'm learning to manage it. And so, but that was a victory. I went 100 days. And in that email, you'll note that I said, don't beat us up. We're trying. You think I enjoy people look at me and go, oh, you failed. I didn't fail. I went 100 days. That's like saying somebody worked out for 100 days in a row and then for 1 week smoked cigarettes, stayed in bed and ate chocolate cake and go, you failed. No, he's got 100 good days and he had 1 bad week and then he went right back to training. That's a victory. That's why I said it, because it was a positive. And she'll say it's a negative, but it's not, because that's what management is. It's learning how strict you can be. It's a balance of several things. How strict can I be to make sure that my health is good? How strict can I be to make sure I'm not a danger to anybody? And if I know that I'm going to be a danger, what do I do? And what are the restrictions? And I've put those in place. And how healthy can I be and have enough to just enjoy myself to feel like a regular human being, that I don't binge? And I don't go on those tears, like just, clean for 6 months and then bang, you go heavy for a month. If you do the math, if you go clean for 6 months and then you're bad for 3 months, and you go clean for 6 months, that is far worse, A, for your health. And it is far worse. And it is far worse for the body, and it's far worse for the disease, which is what it is. So it's better to just have a few every week. And maybe I will screw up. Like, I'm not sitting here saying, hey, I'm not going to screw up again, in 6 months or 3 months. But I can tell you that since November until now, I haven't been drunk. I haven't exceeded maybe 4 drinks in a given day. At any point, I'm averaging 4 drinks a week on average. Just like training, just like going to the gym, just like nutrition. That's how I treat this, as just something I have to manage. So people go into rehab, and any person who specializes in rehab will tell you they go in, they don't drink for 5-6 weeks, they come out, and then they're left into the world. Mrs. Manabat, mom, keeps saying, I'm not ready. Really? I've done this for months. I actually am handling it virtually on my own, which is what I have to do. And this is her complete misunderstanding, and her lawyer's complete misunderstanding, and society's misunderstanding of what this is. This is what I've tried to explain in these emails.